What's going on? Today we're going to talk about how to grow a business, specifically your business or your client's business, depending on if you're the business owner or a marketer coming here to sharpen your axe. So today we're going to talk business growth and the three KPIs that you really need to be watching in order to dial up your business revenue and profitability. When I say KPIs, I'm talking about key performance indicators, and I'm going to walk through what they are and how to think about them. Real quick, this is Ed here from ClicksGeek. We're a premier Google Ads partner agency. We specialize in building lead gen campaigns for local businesses. That's what we do. We work direct with the businesses. We work with agencies as a white label provider, and we also sell Google Ad training courses. So if any of that's of interest, go down to the description below and it'll be in there. All right, let's go into this concept. So this is something I learned from Jay Abraham over a decade ago. Jay Abraham, if you're not familiar, is one of the world's leading marketing minds. And if you're not familiar, great way to get caught up is his book, Getting Everything You Can Out of All That You've Got. You can get it on Amazon, new, used, whatever. Awesome, 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 awesome book. He's got tons of content in the book. He also has you might actually be able to get the book for free if you go over to jabraham or abraham.com, whatever it is, just Google it. There's a download section. He puts tons of his courses that are 10, 20 years old that are just excellent. This book may be for free there. If not, just grab it on Amazon. It's an awesome book. This is one of the concepts I learned from him. And when I learned this, it shook how I think about or how I thought about growing a business. It was much simpler than I had thought it was. It didn't need to be this whole transformational thing. It was really just focus on a couple of categories within the business, and you could see exponential growth. It was a really cool tool. So, all right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to focus on number of leads generated. We're going to focus on sales conversion ratio, meaning the percentage of leads that actually turn into a deal. So how good is your sales process? And the last is client value. How much are you charging for the client, whether it be in a single transaction or the lifetime of the relationship with that client? All right. And if you look at 100 leads, so let's say this is on a monthly basis. If you get 100 leads and you've got a 10% sales conversion ratio, which means you're getting 10 new clients, lifetime value of 5,000 or the client value of 5,000, it means you're at 50,000. All right. If we're able to work specifically on each of these categories and increase performance by just 10%, take a look at what happens to the numbers. Okay. We go with a 10% increase. So I'm not talking going to 250 leads. I'm literally talking about going from 100 leads to 110 leads. A 10% conversion ratio to an 11% conversion ratio. Client value of 5,000 to 5,500. And right there with that alone, you get an increase to 66,550. So you get a $550 straight to the bottom line bonus, if you will, just by sharpening your axe and getting better at generating the leads and converting the sale and charging a little bit more. Okay, so these things can be achieved really simply. It could be writing better ad copy on the lead side. It could be adding in a new lead generation source. It could be increasing the performance of your landing page. It could be many different things, but you can see it's not a huge increase in performance to get to that dramatic increase in profitability. And then a sales conversion ratio. I mean, we're talking about literally just sitting down and scripting out what you're going to say and saying the same thing over and over again as opposed to winging it each time. Okay, it does not need to be dramatic to see a huge increase. Let's get a little crazier. Let's go to 20% increases. So from 100, we're going to go to 120 leads. From 10%, we're going to increase it to 24 new clients per month. And then for client value, we're going to go to 6,000. That's 144,000 monthly range now. Obviously, your production on the back end, you're going to be working a lot more because you're dealing with more clientele. However, you're literally you'd be spending the same in terms of marketing and advertising and basically just getting a better yield from it. Way bigger increase in yield. And it's just a matter of sharpening the axe, getting better at the copywriting process, getting better at the conversion process, maybe introducing cold calling, maybe introducing direct mail, maybe introducing another method Maybe redefining your unique selling proposition. What makes you better and more unique in the market? Again, dialing in your sales process. Write down your sales process. Write down your most frequently asked questions and have ready to go answers for them. There are no new objections, no new rebuttals. Everything's the same. It's just a matter of whether or not you're going to wing it each time or if you have documented answers for everything. My recommendation is to document, especially as you get to the point where it's not you as the only one selling it. As you bring on more people, more salespeople, they need to know how to answer in a replicatable manner so that they can replicate you and hopefully do better than you. And that is how you build out your sales process at a very macro level. And then again, increase the lifetime value of the client. That could be simply just charging more. It could be a repeat purchase. It could be any number of things. But look at that jump in business. And I'm not talking major changes here. Then we go to the next one. Increase it to 130 leads, increase that sales conversion ratio. So now you're at 39 clients for the month. You've increased your sales price or your client value up to $6,500. You're almost at $250,000. You're over $250,000 in monthly revenue with minor tweaks to the business. It's going to take you some time to dial in your sales process and maybe tweak your unique selling proposition, but it's not dramatic. It's not something you've got to go spend an arm and a leg to do. These are all things that you can just slowly, incrementally get better and better and better at, and see your profitability on the back end increase that much more. I mean, this number is way more profitable than this number. And I don't mean just it's a bigger revenue number, but there's just inherently way more profit in here because of how you were more efficient with the leads you generated with your sales conversion ratio and you were charging more for it. And you can keep going down with this and keep going 40, 50, 60. And the interesting thing is you can actually break these up into different percentages. So you may increase leads by 100%, but your sales conversion ratio only goes up 12% and your client value stays flat. That's all fine. Map it out, see what it looks like, start tracking these numbers in your business, and you can see that you don't need to go crazy with a million different things. Just focus on these 3 areas in terms of growing the business: leads, sales conversion ratio, and client value. Okay? Now, client value, it could be, I think I said this earlier, it could be the single transaction size, charging more for that, or it could be pushing for repeat business on the back end. Either of those work. And then in terms of leads, again, it could be dialing in your unique selling proposition, what makes you better, more unique in market. It could be fixing your landing page to get a higher conversion rate on that page. It could be introducing new lead generation strategies, cold email, cold calling, direct mail, all sorts of networking within groups, strategic alliances. It could be many different things. And then sales conversion ratio, start documenting the process, start replicating answers that you're given over and over again so that you have the same answer for everybody. It'll make your life a lot easier. If that's a new thing to you, there's a great book on that by Mike Brooks called Power Phone Scripts. And that'll help you dial in your sales process. That'll help you document all of the your frequently asked questions, your frequently asked or your frequently given objections and rebuttals. You want to have documented answers for all that kind of stuff. It'll make your life way easier, and then training someone else to do it, it's easy at that point. Not easy, it's easier. It'll make your life run smoother. So this is just a quick formula I wanted to do today. Not a lot of people know about this. When you start playing with your own numbers, you're going to go, oh my gosh, this could be really dramatic. Especially if you are someone that does recurring business, it gets really fun because if, let's say you're charging $600 a month, if you can increase that to $660 a month or $700 a month, you can see across all your recurring clients how much more of that falls to the bottom line. It's a pretty fun tool to play with. I suggest you go through your business, throw some numbers in here, and see where you're at. Be truthful with the numbers, see where you can improve, and watch the numbers grow. But again, focus on leads, sales conversion ratio, and client value. That's it for today. If you need anything, I'll put some links in the description. Have a great day, and that's it. See you guys. Bye.